Welcome, class, to my speech on effective organization. First and foremost is the concept of oneself. In a quote by Julia Wood, she states, "The most basic insight into the self is that it isn't something we are born with. Instead, the self develops only as we communicate with others and participate in the social world. From the moment we are born, we interact with others. We learn how they see us and how we internalize many of their views of who we are and should be." This concept of self leads me to believe that accountability, perception, and purging are main factors of effective organization. With personal accountability, there are 3 questions you must ask yourself when going for a goal of effective organization. First and foremost is financially. Am I going to be able to afford this goal? Second is time management. How much time must I commit to this goal in order to see and finish? And third, resources. Do I have the resources for the duration of this commitment? Now, if you look back, these 3 questions all have to do with each other. Financially, do I need to purchase resources? Time. Will I have the finances and the time frame to finish this goal? These are all 3 questions that can make or break a to-do list from the get-go. Now that we have a prioritized to-do list, we must sit down and look at the perception in which we wrote it. Does our time and or financial restraints cause us to change the perception to a later date to finish this task? Or are we procrastinating by writing this to-do list to start and to completely finish this task? We must take this into consideration, for our time is important. Free time is even more important. We want to congratulate our wins with things like that. I'm gonna go and take myself to the movies or take myself out for lunch. But what if I'm on a diet? I don't want to go and put myself in situations that might deter me from another goal. These are things that we must consider. Our perception is everything. Third, sorting and purging. By sorting and purging our chaos, or what everyone else may call chaos, we organize what we need into storage containers, into boxes, into file cabinets, into binders for our workforce. But what about our home life? Socks are always a wonderful thing to organize. You can always use that free time with your family and friends, sorting and putting away socks. I know that is always a job in my house with 6 people, but do it in a way that you feel fulfilled. I like to upcycle, which is recycling objects that no longer serve a purpose for what they were made for. I upcycle. It gives me a very big and large, fulfilling feeling when I watch my kids play with baby sock beanbags, or I can use a broken toy to make a new toy with just little, super glue. These things are fulfilling to me. And only when they are fulfilling will I look back and go, I spent a lot of fun time doing that, or I spent a lot of horrible time doing that. I don't want to do it again. Those help with long-term effective organization. In conclusion, effective organizational skills can help you to succeed in many facets of your life with accountability, change in perception, and purging what is no longer needed in my day-to-day routine. By managing your priorities and shifting your focus in a positive way, effective organization can enhance your productivity. Accountability, perception, and purging are all very important stages to overcome in reaching a personal or professional goal. By prioritizing your resources, giving personal credit where it is due, and purging what you cannot control, effective organization can help you accomplish your goals in a positive and effective way.